In this video, we're going to take a look at the Gemini prompting tools that are available in Google Classroom. I've already gone ahead and logged into Classroom and I've clicked on the Gemini tab. Now on the Gemini tab, there are actually two different types of tools that you can use. The first tool are these template-based tools, which are denoted by these colorful icons in front of the tool name. We looked at those tools in a previous video. This video is going to focus on the Gemini prompting tools, which are denoted by this little sparkle icon. The Gemini prompting tools will actually open up a Gemini chat with a predefined prompt already loaded that will help walk you through the steps in order to complete the task that you have selected. In this case, we're going to try this refresh knowledge on a topic, which can be really great if you have to teach something that you haven't taught in a long time. So let's click that. Notice that it has opened up a new Gemini chat. And because you're working in Gemini, all of your chat history will be saved so that you can go back and refer to that at any time. Notice that it started with a detailed prompt already loaded for you, and you can look and see how detailed these prompts are. Also notice that you can come in here and edit this prompt however you want. So if you don't feel something is working, you can come in here and make changes to the prompt and try it again. Now, notice that before Gemini spit out an answer to our question, it actually went through a thinking process. And we can show the thinking or the steps that Gemini completed before it gave us it came back with this initial question. So, can you tell me what you need a refresher on? So, we're going to say debits and credits in accounting. So, Gemini will take that information and refine the approach that it needs to go through. And in this case, what level of detail are you looking for? Are you a business owner, a student, or something else? A teacher preparing to teach a lesson. So now it's going to ask us to think about our students. Are there any specific aspects of debits and credits that you find particularly challenging, or that your students have struggled on with the past? Let's say assets versus liabilities. So now that Gemini has what we need, it's going to ask one last question before it creates a draft. Do you have any preference for format? A detailed outline with bullet points, a summary table, or a more narrative explanation? Let's say detailed outline. Now Gemini should have all of the information it needs to create the outline for us and helping us remember debits and credits in accounting. Anything else I should know? Has one more question. Uh, um, use examples that would appeal to high school students. All right, now Gemini should have all of the information it needs to create an outline for us on debits and credits in accounting. And here is the information. So it's given us the foundation, the accounting equation, demystifying debits and credits, has even put it into a T chart for us, how debits and credits affect accounts, and a focus area, which I said was assets and liabilities, and then putting it into practice, the snack shack scenarios. Great. It's given us a scenario that we can work with. And great, that's a pretty good outline. But it even wants we could refine it a couple of more ways. We could add a common misconception section or create a check for understanding with a few problem. I like that. Let's do uh, create a check for understanding. All right, so now we could even have some questions that we could ask our students as we are giving this lesson. And with anything with AI, you do need to verify that what it is giving you is correct. Just because we're using Gemini in Classroom does not mean that it won't give you incorrect information. So, this is the lesson that it gave us previously. And here's the check for understanding, which is the new section. So, it's giving us three problems and an answer key. So, that is great. So, what can we do with this now that we have this in this format? Well, remember it because it's in a Gemini chat, it will be saved, but we can also export this to docs if we want to further make changes to this and edit it and have it saved for long term. So there is our doc with all the information that Gemini prompted us to create. And again, these Gemini prompting tools in Google Classroom are a great way to help you think through creating and crafting instructional materials.